Start your day with insight and inspiration. Morning Tea with Black Westchester's Damon K. Jones, where life, culture, community, and faith come together.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings. How everybody doing this morning? This is the Morning Tea, and I am Damon K. Jones here, and we are live on Instagram. We are live on Facebook. We are live on LinkedIn. This is just a little short that we do every Friday morning to just say hello and good morning, man. It's a Friday. We made it through the week. We made it through the week, and we're here. And that is a blessing all the time, all the time. So I'm just setting up here. So I hope everybody had a blessed week, and we're getting ready for a nice weekend. I just finished working out. I got some things to do, so I said, let me make sure that I get on this morning. We have to be consistent in our programming here at Black Westchester Magazine. I think it's very serious. Get my tea because it's the morning tea. Serious. So I just want to go through some news for the week for y'all, and then I'm going to get up out of here because I got things to do. I got things to do. So please, peace and blessings to everybody. Now, please go to blackwestchester.com, blackwestchester.com. It's the news with the Black point of view. We always talking about we need more Black media and we need more Black news. blackwestchester.com is the news with the Black point of view. And we're going to go over some recent articles that we have up so y'all could stay informed. Please sign up for the mailing list. Sign up for the Black Westchester mailing list so you could get on and get the latest news straight to your email address. And let's take a look and see what's going on here, right? So the first article people check out, it's about Black economics, politically speaking, how there is a Black exodus in blue states. Black people are leaving blue states, Democratic states, to go down south. Now, it's if you're Black, you already know. Black folks is living good down south. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning. Black folks is living good down south, you know, and the article talks about how in blue states, Black families are being locked out of real estate because of wages and because of the price of homes. A single family home in Westchester is from $700,000 to $1 million. What young Black family is making enough to afford $1 million home? They're gonna have to work. If they're a family, a husband and a wife, they got two incomes. But we know within the Black culture today, 80% of children are born out of wedlock, and there's a lot of single mothers out there. How are they going to afford a home? And one of the most things is, you know, in Westchester, in New York, a lot of Black middle class people are through civil service. And a lot of times once they retire, they move south anyway. So It's a wrap for New York. Hey, bro, I've been talking to my wife for the longest that we got to get out of here. And let me tell you, I tell any young Black person that has a college degree, and if they're staying in New York in northern states, they're wasting their time. They're wasting their time because they could go down south. They're a viable candidate for good jobs, and they could really make a living because the cost of living is much lower. The taxes are lower, and you might not make the same amount of money in the north, but you'll be living better. And the long-term goal is to live better. That's what it is. It's to live better. But there's a political backlash with this, in which the Democrats have failed to understand. Because when they lose population and the next census, they're going to lose seats in the House of Representatives. See, the long-term goal. They're not focusing on the long-term goal of even the political ramifications of not building affordable housing for Black people in northern states. Me and my wife make good money. But who's paying $1 million for a home? I'm not. I left Westchester. I wasn't paying $1 million for a home. And there's an exodus even from southern New York for people buying homes in northern New York. And that's going to be a problem. And that causes the middle class to shrink in southern New York. I live in a complex of 300 homes up here in Orange County. And 90% of them work in Manhattan. Close to 90% work in Manhattan, work in the city, but they live up here. And what you paying rent in the city, or even Westchester, is a mortgage up here, an hour away. So there's a Black migration going south, and it's going to have political ramifications for the Democratic Party moving forward if they don't pay attention. Sometimes you got to stop focusing on low-income housing and focus on affordable housing or starter homes for families in order to keep the middle class. Because not every Black family can get a civil service job. Not every Black family have people with high college degrees. And even with that, with a master's degree, sometimes you're making less money than someone in civil service. Even with a master's degree, you're not making a lot of money. So the average Black family in Westchester is making what, 70 grand? 80 grand the most? And you're trying to get a mortgage for a $750,000 home? That's crazy. But then you end up paying rent that is a mortgage down south for a 3-bedroom house and a yard and space. It's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer for some people. So check out the article on blackwestchester.com. The next article we have, political firestorm and cultural divides, how ideology shadowed Disney Snow White remake. Now this is when politics gets in the way of entertainment. Exactly, brother. We do need trades in black schools. I've been talking about it for a long time. We need trades in black schools. You know, that's but see now we have no choice. Farrell has let us go from the White House. So it's our responsibility to go to these school board meetings and get them to do the right thing for our children. Why are they not teaching HVAC in high school if a kid is not going to go to college? Why we need to ask those questions. We need to, why are they not teaching them refrigeration in high school if they're not going to college? We need to ask those questions. Black people cannot continue to sit on the sidelines and allow other people to dictate what we're doing. We have to take charge in our school district. You worried about the damn Department of Education. It's your school board that's making your child dumb. It's your superintendent that's making your child dumb. That they will graduate and have no skills. You want to worry about Trump. You need to worry about your school board. You need to worry about your superintendent. I know parents is busy, but this is your children's future. Because not all of them can play back. Not all of them are going to the pros, pro football or pro basketball. Not all of them going to make being a rapper or a beat maker or entertainer. So they still need to have skills. And you need to be involved. Like I really don't understand. They have us distracted when politics is local. If they can't find young black men to make six-figure jobs in refrigeration and HVAC, then we have a problem. We have a big problem. But nobody wants to talk about it because we get distracted over the nonsense. Jack always get me started up. Political firestorm and culture divide. Now, you know, this Disney movie was supposed to be something real big for Disney. But it got distracted by the two main actors. One was pro-Israel and one was pro-Palestine. And their views got in the way of the show. To which even the producer had to tell him to listen, sit your behinds down and focus on promoting the show. So I wonder how this is going to move forward in companies like Disney when they're trying to promote a show that cost them millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to do, and then the actresses and then the actors on the promotion tour that Disney pays for is giving their political opinion instead of promoting the show. I know we have freedom of speech, but you're still under contract to promote the show that they paid you for. So, you know, and this might have affected the bottom line of the show in theaters, because you have some people boycotting the show because of what Gal Gadot said, and Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman, she's an Israeli, and she's a former soldier in the IDF. I didn't even know that. You know, and Ziegler is an outspoken activist. So this is going to be interesting moving forward in the entertainment business, because you're messing with a lot of money in promotion. So some that support Gadot, talking about some, you know, Palestinians, is the support on the Palestinian side, talking about boycotting because of Gal Gadot, and on the Israel side is talking about boycotting the show because of Ziegler. It's a lose-lose situation when it comes to that. And sending prayers out to Mia Love, who was the first Black Republican woman in Congress, first Black woman to be elected to Congress as a Republican. And I always liked her. You know, no matter what political party, we celebrate, you know, Black people doing their thing. We don't get caught up in party politics. We stay with community politics. And she passed away at 49. She was really young. She was really young. So big shout out to the Love family. This young man, congratulations to this young man. He's a high school senior, and he received a perfect SAT score. That's Black excellence. He's going to be able to go off to college and get an education, and hopefully come back and build institutions. As I always said, Black excellence trumps racism every day. We just have to focus on being Black and being excellent. And we'll beat racism all the time. Not that racism won't push back, but at the end, Black excellence beats racism. Period. Coming up is the 2025 National Action Network Conference with Mount Vernon's own Al B. Shore will be there, and Freeway. They talk about a panel on health and wellness, which is great. We have to make health and wellness the new Black in 2025. So big shout out. And this Saturday, Tamika Mallory's coming to Westchester for Women's History Month. March 29, 2025, it'll be in New Rochelle, First Baptist Church in New Rochelle. And Westchester County Youth Bureau hosts annual Sheroes Award for Women's History Month. Denzel Washington, he says he represents Westchester County and Mount Vernon. He says, I'm from Mount Vernon. So I'm a Mount Vernon actor. I'm not a Hollywood actor. You know, and that's what's up. And Denzel is looking good. He's looking very, very healthy. And he's speaking very healthy too. He's speaking from the heart, and he's speaking spirituality, man, which is a beautiful thing from someone who has a platform like Denzel. Big shout out to Denzel Washington. Check out the article about Reiki and the mind, unlocking energy healing for mental health, neurodivergence, by Lawrence Kinsey and Harold Hakeem Stone Mayfield. Yes, this is great. Please check it out, because there are holistic ways that we could address chronic illness instead of putting all these chemicals in your body. Your body is like, I said it before in another video, that our bodies is one of the greatest mechanisms on the planet. And we are still learning about the power of the body. But instead of going to medication and putting all these things in our body, you know, a lot of times it's just what we do to our body. Instead of creams and all that, working on the outside, work from the inside out. You can put all the creams on your face all you want, but if you got a bad diet and you're eating bad food, your face is still going to break out. If you're not getting enough sleep, if you're eating a whole bunch of processed foods, and you're not eating fruits and vegetables, and if you're not drinking water, your face is still going to look a mess. So a lot of times it ain't all that other stuff. You could get all the BBLs and the breast lifts and all that stuff you want to, but you're still gonna have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. Because you're not taking care of yourself. And I see too many women spend $10,000 to $20,000 to get their body done, and 2 years later, it looked like they wasted their money. Because they still ain't eating right and thinking the BBL and the butt lift and all this other stuff is going to correct your bad diet. And then you look a mess. Because your fat goes other places. And then you got to go back and you got to get another one done. And then you look good for 2 years while you having a bad diet, not working out, stressed out, not having enough sleep. And then 2 years later, you got to get another BBL. Then you just addicted to BBLs and just not changing your diet and exercising. And people just make money off that. I think I said enough about that. Black family, 60 years later, what Moynihan saw and what we refused to fix. So a lot of people don't know, in 1965, Democrat Daniel Patrick Moynihan, he was a top official for Lyndon B. Johnson Department of Labor. And he authored a report called The Negro Family, the Case for National Action. And he warned that the The breakup of the nuclear family, particularly the absence of fathers, posed a significant threat to the progress of Black America. And here we are in 2025, and Patrick Moynihan was correct. One of the key results in 1965, Moynihan noted that nearly 25% of Black families are headed by women. And he thought it was a problem then, and it was only 25%. In 2025, it's close to 75%. So we're in a worse condition now than we were in 1965. And then you have some Black leaders talking about we had progress. How did we have progress? In a 2015 report from Harvard Kennedy School highlighted that 50 years, now this is 2015, more than 1/4 of young Black males were neither employed nor enrolled in school or vocational school. And we're still having this conversation as Brother Jack Toon said, that he went to a job fair and they couldn't find no young Black kids to do refrigeration or HVAC because we are not teaching our children this. I think it's very easy to blame the white man for things that we are not doing. We're not doing ourselves as institutional building. So check out this report. I embedded it in the article so you could read it yourself. So you could actually read it yourself. And you tell me, from that report to the statistics of today in 2025, where have we advanced as a people? I'm not talking about a couple of individual Negroes. I'm talking about as a people, where have we advanced? The nuclear Black family is close to non-existent in 2025. Y'all can like it or not. It is what it is. See, and this report bounces back to the other article that I wrote about how Blacks are being forced out of real estate because we don't make enough money because we have a whole bunch of single families. And one income is hard to get a mortgage and hold down a house for $750,000 to $1 million in Westchester County or in rest of New York. And this is why Black people are leaving. And which in the next 10 years is going to cause a real toll. It's going to cause a real toll to Black families. Peace and blessings, brother. Hope you have a great, great, great day. Have a Blacktastic weekend. And thank you for tuning in. Here we go. Jasmine Clark, founder of Soul Jazz Aesthetics, wins 2025 Business Leader Award. Big shout out to Jasmine Clark. Congratulations to Jasmine Clark. That's great. See, we got to support our Black businesses. We have to support all the Black businesses that we can support. And that's basically it. We all know that George Foreman passed away. Sending love to George Foreman. And that's it, beloved. I'm out of here. I got to get myself together. And please, we can get up out of here. Have a Blacktastic weekend, everyone. And check us out this Sunday at 6 p.m. The People Before Politics radio show. We got a guest coming on. I didn't do the graphics yet. And Monday is Elevation Nation with Tasha Young at 6. And at 8 p.m. is Money Mondays. We're going to talk about life insurance, how life insurance can help create generational wealth. Please take a part in that and check that out. And hope everybody have a great weekend. Check out blackwestchester.com. It's the news with the Black point of view. We're trying to give you Black media. Everybody wants Black media, but when you give it to them, they don't want to support. Yeah, this is it here. Because we give it to you with a Black point of view. Sometimes you might agree with what we write. Sometimes you might disagree, but that's okay. As long as you read it and we cause conversation about the issue. The key is having honest conversations without demeaning each other because we might have a different point of view. Amen? Amen. So have a Blacktastic weekend, and thank you for watching, and God bless, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Start your day with insight and inspiration. Morning Tea with Black Westchester's Damon K. Jones, where life, culture, community, and faith come together. Please subscribe, follow, and share Black Westchester. It's the news with the Black point of view.